before we break down the first Daniel Jeremiah Top 50 NFL Draft. Big board a boss bet. We couldn't get to 900 likes on today's show. Let's prove him wrong like that video for me. Right? Music. Now let's dive into DJ's Top 50. Big board number 1, Abdul Carter, the Penn State edge rusher. Having read DJ's mock DeRay, can't say. I was surprised that he straight up said Carter was going to be his number 1 overall player. Elite pass rusher, and then Travis Hunter, the Colorado wide receiver. Now, not everyone's going to agree with DJ's statement of preferring that. Hunter prioritizes offense and moonlights on defense. Some might disagree on that one. This, I think, is a player you should let dabble playing both ways. Now positional value is a factor here, but Ashton Jeanty is number 3. Overall, the Boise State runner, unbelievable. After contact production, I believe he had more yards after contact than any running back had total in college football this year, which happens every now and then. But it will never not make me laugh and go, That's just silly business. He's a great football player. Mason Graham, the Michigan defensive tackle. I get Christian Wilkins vibes out of him. And I think in general, in a class that doesn't have a lot of, clear and obvious, no doubt, first-round grades, it's going to be a controversial class. These top 4 are going to be pretty close to pure consensus first-round grades. And then that makes Tyler Warren number 5 overall. He is a lot bigger than I think people realize. He's like 6'6", 2,600. And he doesn't move like that. I mean, that in a positive sense. You could Y back the clock to early career. Jason Witten was built like that. And I think Warren will test in pretty similar fashion. He is a dynamic player, but it's also a tight end. How do you balance that part? Jalen Walker's number 6. You can look at the PFF big board, and Walker's in the 40s, and D's got him at 6. I subscribe Zachariah Sport more to the Walker side of it. I do want to point out some of the tweener traits. Is he truly athletic enough in coverage to be an off-ball linebacker? Can he truly hold up powerfully enough as an edge rusher? Or is he kind of like an Anthony Barr type of hybrid player? That's a question mark that has to get answered. Another surprise, another tight end. 2 tight ends in the top 7. Colston Loveland out of Michigan. His production wasn't great this year. I blame the quarterback play. But his 2023 stuff was really, really good. Will Campbell at number 8 there. There are times I don't like I think the just kind of struggles against speed, frankly. And the length, I think, is a big factor in that. But this is a very high football IQ player who I think, whether he's a tackle or a guard, chance to be the first lineman. Take him. DJ's got one of my guys at number 9. I thought I was crazy for constantly putting in Mel Kiper mock drafts hey, they should put Barron in here. Well then, DJ put him in there at number 10 or number 9. I have a comp for him. And I texted this to a buddy. I have the proof of it because DJ and I actually have the exact same player comp here. Early career Brian Branch. For the Lions can do nickel stuff for. You can play safety, and I think probably offers more outside quarterback value. This is one of my favorite players in this year's class. How many QBs go in round 1? The first quarterback we're about to get to on DJ's big board, but let me know in the comments section, the pinned comments of today's show. How many quarterbacks get drafted in the first round of this year's class number 10? It's Cam Ward. He is the gunslinger. He will make plays. He will be aggressive. He will sometimes make too many mistakes. And you want to dial him back a little bit, but you'd always rather have someone you got to dial back than you got to ramp up. From an aggressive standpoint, Ward's the creator. Shedeur is the executor. Fantastic accuracy, good touch, the footwork, the emotion. I like all of it from a throwing perspective. He doesn't have elite size or arm strength or athletic ability, but you put him in like that timing-based offense, Shedeur will have a lot of success. Will Johnson is very fluid. I do wonder, at times, what his true top-end speed is here, and he was a bit of a gambler at times in coverage. But I'm okay doing that because, you know, you're a corner. I want you to make plays. 12 is lower than consensus, for DJ, back-to-back. Bama players here, Jihaad, Campbell, and Ty Booker, I like.